¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis? Vamos a ver que todo esté bien. Y empezamos. En cuanto todo está bien, le damos. Venga, perfecto. ¿Qué tal? Pues nada, hoy se viene serie contra San Diego. Serie contra San Diego. El plan de mañana es dos series, una por la tarde y otra por la noche. Ese es el plan mañana. Mañana quiero jugar Texas por la tarde y Chicago por la noche. Pero hoy nos tenemos que centrar en San Diego Padres. Kodai Senga abrirá en casa además, así que ojalá poder ganar. Tenemos ahí Jason King 89, Manny Machado 90. Cuidado esos tres, Cuidado esos tres. Cuidado esos tres. Que parece ser que tienen medias altas, así que Jason King, Manny Machado y Fernando Tatis. Cuidado, Cuidado con esos tres. Tiene récord negativo, pero eso da igual, porque aquí te puede ganar cualquier equipo. Así que vamos a ver.
And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Pete Alonso, he leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year.
Venga, va.
That's on both sides of the ball. Not
Vamos a ver
just
qué tal. Ojalá podamos ganar, la verdad.
The coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him.
Hay que tener mucho cuidado con estos. ¿Qué pasa, Alan? Buenas tardes.
Against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start
primero está bien.
baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Venga. Y ahora entra este trío de 90 y pico de media cada uno.
And Boog, I don't know what it is, but a big part of his struggles this season have come from the way he's hit on the road. Listen, away from home, he's hitting
Con Kim, Machado y Tatis. Parece ser que son los que más medias tienen. Vamos a ver este pavo. Vamos a ver,
You got to figure out a way because you're going to have to perform on the road if you're going to stay in the lineup every day and be a contributor on a big league ball club.
And there's a strike.
Well, Kim is one of those players that's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game, delivered some special moments for Korea.
And another ball.
Bueno, estaba claro que estos tres no le van a liar, tío.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
Hola César, ¿por qué no? No me divierto, tío, no voy a jugar a la NFL. Yo juego para divertirme.
Just missed. Runner on the go. Bounce to the right side, and that one finds its way through. Into third now. So runners.
Bueno, pues los tres ya han hecho 2 hits. Falta el último, que como nos haga home run.
Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box now. Takes strike one. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners are at the corners, one away. And another ball.
Vamos. Venga, uno más, Kodai, uno más. Venga.
Playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
There's a strike.
Hola.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
Bueno, me está poniendo un poco los nervios, de estos pavos, la verdad.
It's going to bring in some runs.
Jake Fraley waits on deck. Next offering is in.
Todo o nada, Kodai. Todo o nada. Ya has hecho 22 en la primera entrada, tío. Todo o nada, Kodai.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Line drive.
Ahí está.
The extra bases. One runs in.
Bueno, pues era todo o nada y ha sido nada.
It's offline, and he scores.
Es lo que hay. En la última putísima bola, la verdad. Una pena, la verdad. En la última putísima bola que nos hagan esto. Qué pereza, tío. La verdad. En la última bola, tío. Va a tirar 27 bolas, tío. En la primera entrada ya vas a tirar 27 bolas, tronco. Primera bola, vas a tirar 30 pitches. Está feo, la verdad.
He's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And the right-hander deals. In the air, left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
Fought off foul.
Venga, va.
Musgrove, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that one is lifted in the air.
Bueno, las manos de momento.
Makes the grab. And there's two away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there.
Vamos.
A gigantic blast. His 24th home run of the season. It's 2-1.
Bien, Juan.
He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Vamos.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Perfecto.
2 outs, nobody on.
A ver, Pete, estaría muy fresco, la verdad. Otro home run.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Uf.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
He finds himself in a tough
El ansia.
situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Pues muy bien. ¿Qué pasa, Ping Pong? Buenas tardes. Muy bien.
Back to back, and we're
Vamos.
level. It's 2-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
Pues muy bien, oye. Muy fresco, la verdad. Muy, muy bien, Venga, seguimos. Y se acaba el inning. Bueno, hemos empatado, muy bien. Muy bien. Pero queda mucho partido, muchísimo. Muchísimo. No me fío de esto, es un peloto. Va a ser una serie muy jodida, Ahí está. Ahí está.
fire up the dugout. His 9th homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Finds its way through, base hit.
No sé, Kodai, pero si te van a rematar todas, te quito rápido. O sea, quiero decir, no voy a aguantar 6 carreras todos los partidos.
And a foul ball. Out towards left center.
No llego,
And it drops
no llego.
in. Throw back in quickly. First
No
and
llego.
second now with nobody out. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim. Now a check swing, but he held up.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Pero ¿cómo le das, tío? Que ahora viene el Tatis este. ¿Pero qué haces, tío?
I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Tatis up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And he takes one right on the black. And now it's even 1-1. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's too high. 2 outs. Bases are full. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss.
Vamos. Hacer strikeout al pibe este con las 3 bases llenas, pues muy bien,
Back here at Citi Field. Here's Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
To the right side. Bogaerts handles the chance. 1 up, 1 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jake Berger. Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's 2 down.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Francisco Alvarez. Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Joder, ¿voy a dar en el último siempre o qué?
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Vamos. Vamos.
So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Francisco Lindor. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
The
Padres
leading by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out towards right center field. Profar has a beat on it.
Una pena, la verdad.
Makes the catch and goal.
Una pena que doble base la tiremos a la basura, la verdad.
On to the 3rd inning, and here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. First pitch misses. Campusano in his third season, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Ground ball left side. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Next from the Padres, Jake Fraley. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And that one is lifted in the air. That takes care of Cronenworth. Runner tags and will move up to third. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And there's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Wouldn't chase that time. Runner at third, 2 away. That one the other way. Nimmo
Bien, Brandon.
the grab, and that's the inning. One left for San. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Vamos, Jeff. Hitman.
So a man on base to start the inning.
A ver, Juan, otro home run estaría fresco, la verdad.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
Estaría bien fresco otro home run, la verdad.
And it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball.
Con el ansia.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. The Padres up by a run here in the last half of the third. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Hola.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him.
Se nos va la oportunidad.
Sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance.
Se nos va a ir una oportunidad increíble. Ya se nos ha ido, de verdad. Se nos va a ir, tío. Me cago en...
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Todas bolas, tío. Todas.
Left-hand hitter waits. Hit connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Coño.
Mets string. Back here in Queens, and now here is Tucupita Marcano. That one
Tucupita, pero bueno.
1-0. And there's a foul ball. Check swing. Did he go? Yes,
que no.
Caught him looking for the K. So the lineup flips over. Xander Bogaerts digs in now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body.
Ahora echan al coreano este.
Doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Kim in the
O
box
Yamaha será
now.
coreano.
Balls
No
and a
sé.
strike. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Venga,
Picks
va.
up strikeout number 7. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now Brandon Nimmo. And it goes just
Fuera, tío, qué pena.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
And a pitch. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Campusano drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up.
Qué fuerte, tío.
For him.
One down, base is empty. Got the back
Qué fuerte,
too
tío.
soon. It's strike 2.
Qué fuerte, tío. Jo, es que es increíble, ¿verdad? Es strike también. Strike ese también.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose.
Vamos. Es strike. Pita ese strike, perro. Vamos, Jay.
His 17th of the year, and we are starting over. It's
Vamos.
3-3.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things
Venga,
are going to
vamos.
happen when you're locked in like this.
Venga, va.
So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. He caught it behind
Y la
his
coge,
back.
venga,
And
venga.
that's a great play for
Venga,
the-
venga. Venga, ¿quieres llamar Chase ahora o qué? ¿Eres Randy Moss ahora o qué? Venga, coño.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor.
Es Randy Moss ahora.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's even up.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Nos mantenemos en el partido, pero pinta mal, Pinta feo, feo, la verdad.
All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Manny Machado. And that one upstairs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto gets under it.
Perfecto.
Squeezes it. And there's one away. So with one down,
Tatis.
it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's to third, Berger. The throw to
Moss.
first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Campusano. There's a strike.
Luis Campusano.
And the slider
Déjalo
just
swing, tío.
misses. 2 outs, base is empty.
Es que antes macho pupa, la verdad. Si lo echáramos estaría muy bien. Perfecto, vamos. Venga, va.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Ball to right center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. So now here's the DH.
Venga, Jeff, Hitman. Es Hitman. Esa me viene arriba.
Here comes a pitch. Swings through that. Oh, ripped on a line to center.
A las manitas.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
Venga, Jeff.
Now it's going to be
Vamos, Juan.
Soto. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
¡Vamos! Segundo home run. ¡Vamos!
And that one is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they grab the lead.
4 carreras, 4 home run, ¿eh?
His plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Vamos. Qué pena haber empezado tan mal, ¿eh? Pues ya ves, ping-pong. Llevaba partidos muy discretos, ¿eh? Llevaba partidos muy discretos, la verdad. Pero hoy se está saliendo. Ya me ha hecho cuántos strikes así, 4 o 5. Para tirar ahí, ¿cómo voy a bater ahí, tío? 4 igual. Es imposible batear ahí. Imposible, tío.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Two outs.
Oh. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so.
Es imposible. Cuando me la tira ahí es imposible batearte. Venga, va. Ya le queda poca gasolina, a Kodai, normal. El primer inning se nos ha complicado bastante, la verdad. Perfecto, sí.
Good eye in that spot.
1-1.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Vamos. Vamos. Noveno strikeout de Kodai. En la primera nos han torturado que flipas, pero de momento ahora ya bastante bien, ¿eh? Este nos ha hecho home run, peligro. Peligro. Peligro, peligro. Venga, tío, iros a la grada ahí para coger la pelota. Padres. Oh. Pinta mal esto, ¿eh? Vamos. Tiene un peligro el pibe este también. Jurickson Profar, tío, pero ¿y esos nombres? Curazao, claro. Mierda.
The Padres down by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Menos mal.
In there at the knees. 2 balls and a strike.
Bien, Jurickson, bien.
And puts the
Perfecto.
squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Matt Waldron.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the
Va a entrar.
ERA.
Es que no puedo decir el nombre, güey. Huáscar Brazovan.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground,
No,
right
tío.
side. Cronenworth
¿Se le escapa?
throws to first in time. Just got him on that one.
¿Challenge o
Nice
qué?
job to get your first out of the ball game.
Joder,
Now
qué
the
pena,
left
tío.
fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Nimo. ¿Qué
And
hace?
he swings and misses, and it's nothing at
¿Pero qué
all.
hace?
Double-barreled action in the bullpen.
¿Pero qué es ese balón? ¿Pero qué ha hecho? Madre mía, tú.
Johnny Brito, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kolek also getting ready.
¿Pero qué hace,
Swings
tío?
and fouls one off. One out, bases empty.
¿Pero qué hace?
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
¿Pero estáis viendo cómo está tirando la pelota, tío?
Kicks and fires. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Fraley getting an angle on it. Two away now.
¿Pero estáis viendo cómo está tirando la pelota?
These outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when
Es que la pillas así la revienta, Jake, ¿eh?
Now this is in the air down the line.
Oh.
Tatis really on his horse
Oh.
makes a nice running catch. And that
Flipo, tío. Flipo.
Welcome back. We're in the
Bueno, Huáscar,
seventh
hijo.
inning of the
A ver
pitcher on the
qué tal.
mound, Oscar Brazoban.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes.
Oof.
He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Leading off, Tucupita Marcano. The pitch. Swings and
Joder,
lines a
Huáscar,
base
hijo,
hit into
¿no?
left field.
Esta es la primera, te hacen hit,
And
tío.
that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here comes Sander Bogarts. And that one gets past the catcher.
Bueno, Huáscar. Te vas a sentar rapidito, rey.
Position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. In the air to left center. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 3. Outside low, and that's ball one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. And fouled off.
Vamos.
Swinging, it's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from
Bien,
the
Huáscar,
same
¿eh?
side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes. And
Uf, Manny Machado tiene una pinta también.
And now it's Manny Machado. Right through there for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Uf, eso ha sido, yo creo, un poco de swing, ¿no? ¿Qué?
Ball to strike. And the slider just misses. And now 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
So the tying run at second.
Vamos.
Swinging a high fly ball to left.
Vamos, enorme, Huáscar.
That's the third out.
Enorme, hijo.
Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher
Yo estoy
comes
flipando
up
con
to
este
hit.
pibe con la pelota, ¿eh?
Francisco Alvarez.
Mira, mira, mira.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at bats in this game.
¿Knuckleball se llama o qué?
With how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6
No entiendo
hits
nada,
against
tío.
that pitch alone.
Got him swinging
No entiendo
for a
nada, tío.
strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes.
O sea, o le cambian o no hago un hit más en todo el partido,
Off speed and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a
O sea,
really
no estoy
nice job
entendiendo
right
nada,
there.
la verdad.
Hard hit right side.
No estoy entendiendo nada.
Gathers and throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning.
O sea,
And we're back. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one just misses.
¿bola de qué, tío?
A ball and no strikes. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a fly ball
Vamos,
in
Juan.
the air.
Vamos,
Out towards
Juan.
right center field. That gets down for a hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Late swing, fouled off. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Fraley in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it,
Burger. There's one.
Got it.
Double play.
¡Vamos!
What a quick killing to end the inning.
poetry in
Vamos.
motion there as the second baseman turns the double play.
Buenísima.
Nice first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Qué bien, tío. Buenísima.
Back here in Queens, bottom of the 8th. So now here's the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil.
Yo lo de este pibe con las bolas estas, tronco.
Kicks and deals.
Que llevo 60 partidos jugados y es la primera vez que veo esto, tío.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Que juego 60 partidos hasta mierda y es la primera vez que veo esto.
Left-hand batter waits. And they'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Ahora que
again.
seguimos, ¿eh?
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Aquí seguimos, venga. Como las moscas.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a
No entiendo nada,
strikeout.
tío.
You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat
No
like
entiendo
that
nada.
one. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. 0-1.
He got away with one there,
No
but he
ball. One
knows he
strike.
can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Tatis drifts towards it.
Por si estaban intentando desesperarme, lo han
And
conseguido.
there's 2 down.
Increíble que esté viviendo yo esto ahora mismo, la
The
verdad.
next to hit.
Tremendo.
And there's
Tremendo
a
que esté
strike.
viviendo yo esto, tío.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a
Es
strike.
increíble.
And
Me
it's not even
parece
2.
Man, this has been a
una cosa de locos,
really
¿eh?
inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Que estoy viviendo yo esto, ya. Es que me parece una cosa de locos, tío. Me parece una cosa. O sea, como me hagan una entrada, no gano, ¿eh? No gano, o sea, como me hagan 2 entradas, no gano, ¿eh? Yo no le hago a ese pibe una entrada ni de coña, ¿eh?
Looking to get the tying run on base. That missed by a lot. 1-1. In the air, right side.
Oh, ya está.
Fair ball. The throw in. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
He went up there and got it with 2
Ya te he sacado para algo, Andrés. La verdad. Para que estas cosas no pasen.
So the tying run at second. Profar gets a piece there. At the belt and fires. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's
swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's...
Venga, uno más. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que se ha lesionado? ¿Se ha lesionado de qué, tío?
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Bogarts in the box now. Take strike one. Oh, and he hit him.
That's a scary one when it's riding up above the letters. Looked to me like he just tried to overthrow the fastball a little bit.
Kim in the box now. Take strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The Padres down to their final stretch.
¡Vamos! ¡Bien, Taylor! ¡Vamos, Taylor! ¡Vamos!
The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as
this
one is over.
Lo que ha costado, ¿eh? Pero bueno, hemos permitido 3 entradas en el primer inning y luego a 0, ¿eh? Muy bien. Pero yo lo de ese pitcher, la verdad. Uf, buenísima victoria, ¿eh? No la esperaba, la verdad. Tal y como ha empezado el partido, que ha empezado 3-0. He flipado con el pitcher ese, la verdad. He flipado. Y a ver, Andrés Muñoz si no tiene mucho, tío. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué? ¿Fractura de brazo? No. Hay que fichar un closer. Pero ¿cómo se rompe el brazo, chico? No me jodas. A ver, un cloach así majete. Félix Bautista. 86 de media, pero claro, tendremos que dar aquí hasta nuestra... A ver. Si te doy a Lucchesi, te doy a Tabino, que tiene más años que mi abuela, y te doy a Christian Scott, por ejemplo, ¿me lo das? Ya estamos. Clay Holmes es muy caro. Fairbanks. A ver. Joder. Romano. Pone estrella 7,8. 80 de media. No. Hermano, el clase ni de coña, ¿no? Joan Durán. Joan Durán. Joder. Josh Hader, 19 millones ni de coña. José Leclerc. Raisel Iglesias, 14, ¿qué dices? Albert Azolay. Vamos, venga, pues Azolay, para adentro. Muy bien. ¿Tengo que hacerlo de esta vaina o no? Vale, perfecto. Vale, pues bueno, hemos conseguido a Azolay, ni tan mal. No sé quién es, pero 82 de media. Yu Darvish. Hostia, este me suena, ¿eh? ¿Este no juega a los Dodgers? Puede ser. De algún partido que he visto así suelto. Me suena de los Dodgers este pavo. Bueno, venga. Segundo partido de la serie que ha costado el primero. Tremendo, pero bueno, ya estamos contentos, ¿eh? Una victoria. Y alguien que entienda de béisbol, que yo no entiendo mucho, estoy empezando. Soy, vamos, un rookie. ¿Por qué tiene Han-Seong Kim 89 de media? O sea, bateando no ha bateado mucho. ¿Es bueno la defensiva, por ejemplo? No lo sé. Que ahora mala 3 home run, que es posible, pero de momento ahora me va a hacer 3 home run, lo sé, por bobo. Venga, va. Recordar que he jugado todos esos partidos, ¿eh? No sé ahora mismo cuánto es 44 más 26, 70, ¿no? Creo. Los he jugado todos y los voy a jugar los 160 y pico. Los voy a jugar todos, ¿eh? Así que acompañarme todos los días aquí, que vamos a estar todos los días aquí. Venga, va.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base. So they're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one. Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect and...
Sí, claro. Lo que pasa es que no las entiendo. Muchas, quiero decir. ¿Se pueden ver las de ellos? Vale. O sea, Ha-Seong Kim tiene 80 de reacción, 86 en el campo, o sea, es bueno de contacto, speed, no sé, 89 de overall, la verdad. No sé. Será bueno en defensa, imagino. Reacción, brazo, campo es porque es bueno en defensa, más que en ataque. Ahí está, Ha-Seong Kim. Me gusta, me gusta. ¿Qué es Ha-Seong Kim? Segunda base. Bueno. Vamos a ver qué nos piden por Ha-Seong Kim. Luego lo hacemos. A ver qué nos piden. A ver qué nos piden. Oh. Vamos.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit.
Fuera. Uf. Que me vas a joder la última, tío, con lo bien que iba. Me va a joder la última, ¿no? Con lo bien que iba. Ahí está. Es que estaba claro, tío. Es que estaba clarísimo, macho. Y ahora viene el Tatis este que tiene un peligro.
Just missed. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 outs. And Tatis able to stay alive.
Pues nada, algo que debería haber acabado ya hace 10 picheos, pues aquí seguimos.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball.
O sea, yo no sé qué tiene en la primera entrada, o sea, la verdad. Salen con ganas, tío. Es que no, me pueden mentalmente, tío.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Me pueden mentalmente, tío. Esto se debe haber acabado hace ya 15 picheos, colega. Coño, colega. De verdad. Pesaos. Yu Darvish. Sí, este es el pibe de... Sí, ping-pong hecho por lo menos 6 o 7. O sea, por ejemplo, Julien, Jake Burger, Luis Castillo, Andrés Muñoz, muchos jugadores. Me he quitado morralla y he traído gente buena. Buena de media, porque no los conozco,
Darvish, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Nada.
Right side. Steps
la pega duro, el Japo.
Japo, supongo que será. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. One guy swinging a hot bat recently.
Pero viene Hitman y contra Hitman un hit se lleva. La pega duro este, Galle fijo. Venga, está bien.
And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Up the middle.
Oh.
To first.
Bueno, bien.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second, and the batter now, Jake Cronenworth.
Este es también tiene un peligro.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. The line to kick the pitch. Not even close there, and it's 2-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Oh.
That one, it's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there.
Pues Luis Castillo este es una máquina, ¿eh?
One down, base is empty. And it's 1-1. The pitch. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Righty delivers.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Jurickson Profar, flipo, con el nombre, de verdad. ¿Y tu cupita qué?
just could eat you up, saw you off.
Me
Tell you what,
fascinan.
hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
Joder.
2 out, space is empty.
Tu pupita, venga. Vamos.
Swing and a miss, and he got him.
Joder, tu
And a
pupita,
nice inning of work there as he's. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Vamos,
Ready to
Pete.
go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The right-hander back to work. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that
Complicado,
command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Sí, complicado,
And
basta.
way out front of the slur.
Usually, when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't
Se
think
viene
he even
partido
got a
duro,
pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone.
Venga, Julian.
Left-hand hitter waits.
No, se va.
In the air, right field.
No,
Tatis
qué pena,
calls it
tío.
in, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end. Just
Vamos,
a little
Nemo.
bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Eso me apoyó la ansia.
And now
Vamos.
hammered. That's
Vamos.
tattooed
Vamos.
and gone. A massive home
No lo
run.
esperaba,
And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Joder, los Braves no paran de ganar, tío. Vamos, Brandon. Enorme, chaval. Y solo estamos en la entrada 2 y parece que llevamos aquí 10 siglos, ¿eh? Perfecto, Brandon.
And next for the Mets, Jake Berger.
Vamos, Jake.
Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. 2
Vale,
down,
vale.
bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series.
Oh,
The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
hay que cansarle, hay que cansarle.
The 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. Ripped to
A las
third,
manos.
but handled, and that'll end the inning. But they're off to a
Bien,
good
Brandon,
start
bien.
as they pick up a run on this solo. Top half of the third inning. Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. And the pitch. Just missed. Merrill, only 20 years old. Usually in center field, but today starting in left. That one down the line, and foul ball.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick. And the most important play is that ball down the left field line. Getting to it, cutting it off.
Vamos.
Strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
And
Sexto
here
K,
is
para mi amigo Luis. Ahora viene el momento duro,
And there's the strike.
Estos son los duros. Estos 4.
One down, base is empty. Outside low, and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, account.
Next
Yo,
offering
pero
misses
hace el
down
swing.
and away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Vamos.
Throw it in, that's a strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Good eye in that spot. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 1-2. Slider misses outside.
Vamos.
Through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly. They still trail 1-0.
Venga.
Set for the bottom of the third. Now,
Francisco
Alvarez. The right-hander back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Swings and misses.
Pues has tragado sano, la verdad.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Bola.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch.
No, mía, culpa mía.
He was fooled.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slur. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped on a line.
A las manos.
Lindor retired. That is the inning. Back here in Queens. On to the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Wouldn't chase that time. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Venga, tío.
I can
¿En
only
serio,
imagine
macho?
the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Vamos. Jamás el tío impone, ¿eh?
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work.
Luis Campusano.
Now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Campusano takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the inning is still alive with Jake Cronenworth coming to the dish.
Llega el del home run, no el pavo
Now
este,
here's
sí.
Jake
Efectivamente.
Cronenworth. Struck out swinging his first time. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball one, no strike.
And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Campusano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one just
No,
misses.
It's a
tío.
good take.
That one misses. Full count 3-2. This one lifted
Oh,
in the
Nemo?
air, left field.
Enorme.
Nemo right there to make the grab. And that is that. Padres leave one. They trail here 1. And we're
Vamos.
back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeff McNeil. Line drive.
Vamos, Jeff.
And aboard on the leadoff single.
14 ya, ¿no? Seguidos.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the
Otra
hit in every
14.
game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in
Con un
play.
home run
Just
estaría
as well do it with some authority.
bola.
Soto in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That's hard hit on the line. Profar makes
No me
the
jodas,
catch, and
tío.
there's one gone.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it.
Iba bien,
Sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Count 1-0.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Throw to second, not in time. He's there
Enorme,
easily.
yo.
And now
Vieja enorme.
man into scoring position. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
No, doble play, ¿no? ¿O no? Menos mal.
Zips it across, and that takes care of
Penalty.
Alonso.
Qué pena.
Edouard Julien now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First
Off the plate,
offering, and
ball
it
1.
just misses.
Uf, pues esa iba a dar.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards
Nada.
left center. He's got it, and the inning is over.
Ay, venga, va.
Back here at Citi Field, here's the center fielder, Jurickson Profar. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Started.
And he can't come up with it. To first, and
Vamos.
he just gets it there in time.
Buenísima.
Tucapita Marcano will hit next. Inside, and it hit him.
Well, he was right up on the plate, so even a
Coge bien.
small misfire was enough to send him to first.
0-1's the count.
Marcano over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance
1
that
ball, 2
time.
strikes.
That just misses. And the count is 1-2. Stays alive. Right-hander kick steals. He fouls it off. Will do it again. The 1-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The Padres trailing by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. And that's 2.
Vamos.
Pitcher made the pitch.
Me cuestan todavía, pero ya un poquito las hago, ¿eh?
Nice job.
La doble play, la verdad.
Inning ending
Pero me
double
cuesta
play.
todavía. Perfecto.
and welcome back to the ballpark.
Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. Left field, way back there. This one's got a chance.
Vamos.
And now maybe extra bases.
Se lo ha escapado. Bueno, Brandon está hoy fresco, ¿eh? En esta oportunidad, chavales. Venga, va. Venga. Es nuestra oportunidad, ¿eh? Vamos. Vamos. Enorme Jake. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Bien. Qué bien Jake, ¿eh?
Francisco Alvarez.
Venga, va.
Now for the Mets. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one well upstairs. Ball one. This one in the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to
Nos movemos, chicos.
The pitch. Fouled off down the right side.
Venga, Francisco, aguántame el inning. Esa bola. Uf, me la fregué.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tatis makes the grab, and there's one down.
Una pena.
Now batting.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time.
Vamos, Tyron.
Hit on the ground by
Doble play. Al palcazo. Ahí está. Joder, Tyron, hijo. De verdad. Bueno, a Luis le queda esta entrada, ¿eh? No creo que se lesione.
High fly ball out into left center field.
Taylor
snags it on the run. Digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. Edge of the zone, called a strike. It's 0-1. Kim, the former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hala.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
¿Llegas, Tyron?
Nice.
¡Vamos!
On the run. And there are 2 down. Machado stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off.
Acábame esto, Luis. Vamos, Luis, enorme. Pues muy bien, Taylor, ¿eh? Las 3 se ha pillado.
Bottom of the 6th. Now here is Francisco Lindor. The wind and the pitch.
Error mío, clarísimamente. Vaya serie, Francisco, hijo. Pues mira, para callarme la boca. Enorme, Francisco.
He'll circle the bases. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 3-0.
Para callarme toda la boca, tú. Bien, bien. Subió perfecto.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there,
pues iba alta la pelota.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see
Se va yo.
out of the bullpen for the Padres, Johnny
Brito.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact.
Qué buen récord, 6-2.
Command and execution are huge for him.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. On the ground, slings to first, one away, bottom of the sixth. And now it's Juan Soto.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center.
Vamos. Vamos.
It's off his glove.
Vamos.
So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Pete Alonso. Swings through that one.
Eso es ansia.
0-1.
Way out front for strike two.
Eso es ansia también. No, el Waldron ese que no entre. El Waldron ese, por favor, que no entre.
Waldron also throwing.
3 bolas, Pero es que estoy con una ansia.
And the righty deals.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
La T con la C esa, ¿qué equipo es? ¿Es bueno? ¿Son los Twins? Puede ser. ¿Y es un equipo bueno o qué? Ese.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Hook gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the base.
Venga, va.
Pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Hauser. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Tatis in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The wind to kick the 2-0. And that one almost got him. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Fastball for a strike.
We got full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
No me jodas. Ahí está. Ahí está.
Home run number 15 on the year. It's 3-1. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
Next to hit, Luis Campusano. And a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next pitch is downstairs. The Padres down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's just foul. Next one just misses.
Bola de qué, tío.
Now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Good eye right there.
¿Bola de qué?
The Padres trailing by 2 here in the second game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Increíble, tío. De verdad, ¿eh?
Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. And that one clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Out to short, Lindor.
Bueno, lo esperado. Home run de Fernando Tatis era lo esperado. Así que nada, venga. Vamos a intentar responder esa entrada consiguiendo una aquí.
Brito back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever.
Ball, that's in.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis racing over to make the catch. Jake Berger up now for the Mets.
Vamos, Jake.
That's in there. That's strike one.
Strike one.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics.
Qué barbaridad. Bueno, pues respondemos por lo menos a la carrera.
He deserves that home run.
And now Tyrone Taylor, and he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Ha sido tarde.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good job to fight that.
Venga, Tyler ahí luchando, que tú sabes.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
El ansia.
The Mets add one to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC.
Venga, va.
Ready to begin the eighth, and here is Tucupita Marcano.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And that one hit to first.
Venga, la primera perfecta.
He'll do it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Deep drive down the line.
Fuera.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kicks and fires. Hit hard, that gets through. So the one out hit turns the lineup over.
Tenía que pasar, estaba claro. Pintaba eso, vamos.
Can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And a foul ball. The Padres trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Just missed. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. He can't get there, it's a base hit.
Bueno, pues es el momento de... Va a debutar Adbert Alzolay.
Gets the ball now.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success
A ver qué
against him
tal.
so far this season. The last thing he wants is to hit
Momento
the ball
crítico del
on the ground.
partido,
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball.
Vamos.
And a swing and a
Venga,
miss.
vamos uno. Alberto, va.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just
Perfecto.
continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Machado at the plate now, and that's inside. Pitches in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Si me sacas de esta es un gran debut, Albert.
And that one almost hit him.
Confío en ti, va.
Right here, a couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. You leave something out over the plate.
Bueno, acabamos de salvar una bola de partido importante, ¿eh?
So we take a break.
Muy, muy importante.
And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
He steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
No. Bueno. Pues vamos a tener que defender 2 carreras. O sea, 3 carreras. Vamos a ver. Si hay suerte.
And that one pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, pretty deep out to center field.
Nada.
Has a beat on it. He's got it.
Pues venga, pichamos para ganar. Vamos a ver si hay suerte. Pero que esté este pibe de primeras, pues mal.
Foul ball.
La verdad.
In his 4th year, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Line drive, base hit.
¿Era lo esperado?
And the leadoff man aboard.
Era lo esperado.
Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Foul ball there. That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. He makes the grab. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. First pitch, and he just misses. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. Tatis, the base runner at first with one out.
Vamos. Uno más, Albert. Uno más.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 balls, no strikes.
The Padres down to their final strike. Ground ball up the middle.
Vamos. 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 Gran victoria. Bien, bien. Luis Castillo, player of the game. Muy bien, ¿eh? Glenotto contra Kiss Paddock. Tyron Taylor, venga. Que no. Pesado con Tomás Nido, que no. Pues venga, vamos a por el último partido de la serie. Mañana 2, ¿eh? Como ya he dicho.
From the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York, we've got Father's Day baseball. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. So the New York Mets are in position to sweep this 3-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today? All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Chris Paddock. And, Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And now it's even up. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals.
Vamos.
And misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Righty to the plate. Popped up. Soto going after it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Muy bien.
2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres.
Number 13.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
This guy at the dish
Vamos, Chris,
excels in
esto,
2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Vamos, enorme.
And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Enorme. Bueno, a ver qué tal, Glenotto.
Today's starting pitcher, Glenn Otto. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty.
Vamos, Jeff. Oh, qué pena.
Kim. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Juan Soto
Joder,
now
que se quickly.
with a couple of homers in
Que
the
a mí me
series,
cuesta la vida.
3 hits total. Lifted in the air out to
Venga.
left.
Pues nos hemos ido en
Get the
nada.
out on Soto, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Wouldn't chase that time.
Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
The 1-1. That one fouled off. Just outside, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Lifted in
Vamos.
the air right center field. Sizes this one up.
Vamos.
One down. Luis Campusano, the next to hit. That one's in there. Strike one. Out there
Bien.
to center. Marte moves under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley. And a good eye there.
Ball 1, no strike.
No score here in the second. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Chris, chápame esto, va.
1-2. And another ball.
Ya estamos, tío.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze
Ya
it.
estamos,
Safe
tronco,
at
de
first
verdad.
as they can't make the
Pesadilla, tío.
And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. Foul back our way.
Qué pesadilla, tío.
Fraley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Vamos.
Him out looking.
Enorme, Chris.
One left for six. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's Pete Alonso. Here comes a pitch. That misses the zone. 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Breaking ball
Venga, va.
inside. 3-0.
Va. Mierda, tío, iba bola.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
Me va a levantar esto, tío. Me lo va a levantar, tío. No me lo puedo creer, macho. No me lo puedo creer, tío.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what happened. You look at the sequence of pitches. He didn't see anything firm until that last fastball, so you got to think he was still.
Si le doy, ¿por qué no le doy? Si le doy, porque fallo, tío. Es que joder.
That's good pitching right there.
And here it comes. Out
Hala,
to short.
con manos.
Rolls across the diamond. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And a foul ball.
Ay, Dios.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Man, that got him square in the mask.
Bueno, por lo menos le hemos cansado un poco.
That one not close. Yeah, the count 1-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jurickson Profar. That's off the mark, ball one. Profar in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's a native of Curacao. Up and in, the count is 2-0.
No strike.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. The wind to the pitch. That one's in there. It's 2-2. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Joder.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
The 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Julian. Profar is out.
Lo que cuesta, tío.
Stepping in for San Diego, Tucupita Marcano. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is fouled back. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Cuesta mucho, tío.
One down, base is empty. The punch out there. 2 away.
Madre
Throws
mía.
him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Fall off foul. 2 outs, base is empty.
Chápalo, Chris.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
And
Oh,
a swing and a miss.
enorme.
Down on strikes. Padres go down.
Venga.
Bottom of the inning.
Vamos,
And
Jake.
stepping in for New York, Jake Berger. The pitch. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Now one out to right. Tatis drifts
Los nuestros no
towards it.
están ahí
Hauls
5
it in
minutos,
for the out. And a quick out number 1. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Bounce to third.
Venga.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Starling Marte up to hit.
Venga, Starling. Oh,
And a foul ball.
va a estar inconsciente,
The 0-1. High fly ball out to
Qué
left
pena,
field.
tío.
Fraley puts it away. That's out number 2. Oh, he throws it away.
Tiene que haber ido a la segunda, tío.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Venga. Venga, Francisco.
That'll touchdown for a hit. Alvarez. Round second on his way to third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double.
Por favor,
Second
va.
and third now.
Jeff, tío. Confío en ti, como siempre. Venga. Es el momento. Bola. Es el momento, va. No. No me lo puedo creer, tío. No me lo puedo creer, macho. Buena oportunidad, hemos perdido ahí. Vaya oportunidad hemos perdido, tío. Ahí está. Bueno, hemos perdido una oportunidad tremenda, la verdad. Tremenda.
Now Machado up here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings through that one for strike one. There goes the runner. Pitch is high.
One ball, one strike.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Good steal a second right there, and now the table is set for the middle of this order to drive in the first run of this ball game. I like that they're trying to manufacture some offense early on. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Bueno, ya aquí nuestro primo.
Down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Up and in, ball one. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Fourth inning underway, no score. And a swing and a miss there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here comes a 3-2.
Vamos.
Picks up strikeout number 7.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Marte.
That one ripped.
Buenísima, chavales.
Padres lead one.
Buenísima.
And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Juan Soto. Otto back to work. Soto swinging.
Va bien, ¿eh? Va bien, ¿eh? Vamos. Bueno, la serie de Juan Soto, ¿eh? Es la serie de Juan Soto.
He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Vamos.
That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it with the baseball and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
This to center field.
Nada, va muy alta, pero nada.
Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and that takes care of Alonso. And there's one down. Next to hit, Edouard Julien. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Out of here.
Espectacular. Espectacular.
So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Muy bien.
He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Pues ya subimos la fiesta, Edouard Julien, pues imagínate.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges.
Ha ido bien. Pensaba que iba un poco alta, pero al final ha ido más profunda de lo que pensaba. Muy bien. Pues venga, seguimos. Buenísima. Muy bien,
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Vamos, Jake.
Now a chance for Jake Berger. And there's a foul ball.
Puf, puf, puf.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Nimmo, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And the pitch.
No.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in his count.
Swings and misses. Now 2-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position.
¿Cabeza fría o se mira el dedo?
Up next. Man on second, 2 down.
Mierda, tío.
Can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the
Ay, tío, qué pena.
Bueno,
muy bien, Ahora defenderlo.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Jake Fraley. That one fouled off.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 1 away.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone. They're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
¿Cómo pita bola eso, tío?
And a base hit right there.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And the 0-2. Just missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The other way. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Tucupita Marcano, the next up for the Padres. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul at the belt and fires. Left field. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Bogarts in the box, lays off for ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Vamos, Juan.
Soto going after it.
Lo que hemos salvado.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Citi Field, and now the center fielder, Starling Marte. The pitch. That's outside. And that is ball one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Swing and a tapper.
Y la coge.
Throw over to Cronenworth. Marte retired.
Y la coge.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And it's fouled away.
Mierda.
The pitch. And a ground ball to first. Cronenworth takes it himself. Home man for the fifth.
Francisco, vamos a jugar un poquito,
Jeff McNeil getting ready to hit.
Mierda, tío. Venga, Hitman. ¿Por qué no lo has hecho hit, para mantener la racha? Y aquí tampoco. Bueno, nos vamos rápido,
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Phil Bickford.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Kim at the plate and takes high there. In the air out towards right center. Soto sizing this one up, and there's one away. Manny Machado up to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one ripped right center field. Headed one, hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. His 16th homer of the year. It's 2-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Tyler McGill.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2. Out towards left center.
Por nada.
Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch.
Un jonrón doble carrera, empata el partido.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. Fraley measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Right-hander kick steals. Foul ball still 0-2. In the air, center field. Marte under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Qué pena, la verdad, que se nos vaya la ventaja así.
San Diego homer. 2-2 game. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. The pitch. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Up against the wall.
Y la coge el pedazo de...
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one ripped left field.
Vamos. Vamos. Coño. Vamos. Venga, venga, vamos. Strike porque sale del bolo. De la punta del bolo.
Pushed foul out of play off to the left. Oh, and 2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough later.
Te haces 15 así, tú te la vas a comer todas.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off to the right.
Mío.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the third out. Inning over. A Pete Alonso blast for the
Queda muchísimo.
We go to the top of the 7th.
Este pibe lo está haciendo también.
Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Strike 2. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Joder.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the pitch.
Oh.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down.
No, Taylor enorme. Enorme, Taylor.
Steven Cola on the pitch out of the pen here.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
There's a swing and a drive. Tatis ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Hit in the air, center field.
Vamos.
And that'll fall for a base hit.
Vamos.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Starling Marte.
No.
1 hit to right. Tatis drifts towards it. They got it for out number 2.
Qué pena, tío.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Right-handed reliever. And that one lifted in the air center field.
Bueno, pues venga, octava entrada.
Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. We're at the top of the 8th. It's Xander Bogaerts now. First pitch just misses. This one.
Buenísima.
Berger under this one. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Ha-Sung Kim will hit next. Strike one.
0-1.
Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth.
Buenísima.
And a pop-off, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Manny Machado now.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Wouldn't chase that time.
You get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient.
Bueno, dejamos a Tatis para la novela.
Machado out of the play.
Hay que intentar hacer una, ahora.
Bottom of the eighth. Now the number 2 hitter.
Hay que hacer una,
And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being
Aquí se va a acabar en la racha de 10.
finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over aggressive.
Sí, ahí se acaba la racha de 10.
Pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
And here is Juan Soto. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
The 0-2. Fights it off, you'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Ball one there. One down, base is empty. And they'll do it again. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
High fly ball near the pole.
Qué
That
pena,
one is foul. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Clobber to right field.
Vamos.
Back,
Vamos. Vamos. La serie de Juan Soto.
Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 4-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ball.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien.
Edouard Julien.
Venga.
And that's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. What a play, inning over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Last chance coming up.
Bueno, pues 2 de ventaja y Fernando Tatis Jr. aquí conmigo. ¿Qué tal?
McGill back to work. Swing and a miss.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to
Vamos.
especially with this power hitter.
Vamos.
If he goes deep, you're still up
Vamos.
in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
Berger makes the
Un pasito grande hacia la victoria.
He's 2 outs gets away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. Kicks and deals.
Vamos.
This one popped up. Foul ground first
Vamos.
base side.
Muy bien Taylor,
Pulls it down and there's two gone. So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley. Fastball for a strike. And ball one. Swing and a pop-up.
Mets win.
Berger.
Mets win. 3 de 3. Vamos. Impresionante Taylor McGill, ¿eh? Impresionante.
You know, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball. They came up with the big hit when they needed it. Pitchers came in, they got the big outs when they needed it. So all the way around, a collective effort that has produced a nice little series sweep.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John
Pues muy bien, la verdad.
So long.
The final line score for this afternoon.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos piden por... ¿Qué nos piden por este hombre? A ver. Por curiosidad, ¿eh? Orioles estaba en los Padres, ¿no? Va a estar el último, ¿no? A ver, ¿dónde está este pibe? Sí, claro. Y una casa en Marbella también, si quieres. Piénsatelo otra vez, venga. ¿Tú estás flipando o qué? Te puedo dar a este pavo. Te puedo dar a DJ Stewart también. Y a Omar Narváez. SS. ¿Quién es SS? Con second base. Bueno, no, venga, estoy bien. Bueno, chicos, pues eso. Mañana serie contra Texas por la tarde y por la noche Chicago Cubs, ¿vale? Esta va a ser dura, ¿eh? Esta va a ser muy, muy dura. La división está que arde, ya lo veis. Y nada, mañana, como ya he dicho, serie contra Texas por la tarde y serie contra Chicago Cubs por la noche. Vamos a jugar los 160, ya lo sabéis. Aquí estamos. Gracias, chicos, por estar y nos vemos.